This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
Oh, sorry, I had your microphone on in here, but you're broadcasting from home. Different button.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this could be controversial, but I think that the Cadbury cream egg is underrated. To all you haters, take this cream egg and shove it. No, don't. I want to eat it.
Where did this come from? Because they don't usually start to appear for months from now.
What are you talking about? Easter stuff has been out since
Christmas was
Boxing
over?
Day.
Okay, I haven't seen Easter stuff. We must show up at different places, or I don't pay attention to my surroundings.
Yeah, Shoppers Drug Mart, baby.
Oh, okay. And how many cream eggs have you enjoyed as of late? You've been in isolation for a week. I didn't buy you any cream egg. Are you ordering them on Amazon?
I actually haven't had any, but I saw someone tweeting about them and I instantly was like, oh, wow. Yeah, it's that time of year. Let's go. As soon as I'm out of isolation, that's the first place I'm going.
To get a cream egg? I could just grab you one on the way home.
Yes, please.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was hinting at.
I'm going to go with overrated today, and it's the length of a good tennis match. The match started at 8 p.m., and so I'm like, all right, I can settle into this. I can settle in, 8, I can be in bed by 11, let's hope. Not even close. At 11:45, I'm like, I got to shut the TV off, and it was only in the third set of 5. The game must have been 5 hours long. I'm just looking at the longest ever matches in tennis history. And 2004 French Open, 6 hours and 33 minutes. I could learn another language in that time. And
I think that I would really enjoy going to one of those just because odds are there are celebrities in the crowd. And I could say, I hung out with Brad Pitt for 6 hours.
That's fair. They do seem to really like tennis matches. But here's the thing, too. Some games like football, things are changing constantly. The yardage is different. Sometimes they're kicking off. Sometimes it's a field goal. Hockey, same deal. There's a lot going on. It's always different. Tennis is kind of the same thing over and over again. I respect the athleticism and I like to support Canadian talents, especially when they're world class, which is the case. But man, that is a little bit too long for me. So I'm going overrated. Tennis matches being as long as they are.
Do you think that people's their necks get sore because it's 6 hours of looking left, right?
Yeah, the ref for sure. The ump who sits right there in the middle definitely has to see a chiropractor. Thank you for checking out the show. Lisa, I need to talk to you about something, and I really want you to take this seriously.
Oh, okay.
It's time for you to get serious and start collecting something.
Oh, why? Am I boring?
Nope. I think you're far from boring. I just think you're absolutely impossible to shop for. And if you collected something, then I would just get you that for every gift forevermore.
Oh, because it's my birthday on Feb 1st.
Yeah, a week from today, I think, right? And your birthday is only, a month and a half out from Christmas, which makes it just a really stressful time for me.
Okay, well, I don't want anything. I don't need anything.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever been the type that's been I want this, or I don't care about material things. Just your friendship is all I want.
Yeah, but if somebody's oh, what'd Ryder get you for your birthday? And you're oh, he didn't get me anything. Then all of a sudden, everybody thinks I'm an a-hole. So this is why you need to start collecting something. If you got really big into Coca-Cola merchandise from the 50s, no problem. I'll get you that sign,
Antique Mall has tons of those.
Exactly. I would be able to... Okay, yep.
Dogs.
Do you mean porcelain
Real ones.
No, that's not a thing. I can't just get you a dog for your birthday. Especially when I'm more than happy with just the one perfect dog I have at the house. Next.
I'll take some new sweatpants.
Perfect. I will get you sweatpants for every gift for the rest of your life.
Do you know how lucky you are? There are probably women listening right now that are screaming at their radio. They're like, Lisa, ask him for a Chanel bag. Mm-hmm. And I'm I'll have sweatpants.
Okay, sweatpants
I really don't. I don't need anything. Get me a Toblerone, but
No,
not the little one.
listen.
I want the big one.
We've already figured it out. I'm getting you sweatpants. I saw some really nice ones with just a few stains at Valley Village the other day. So I'm really hoping those are still there.
Well, I was thinking like a new pair from H&M or something.
Nope.
Play 107.
We're getting a bunch of texts for suggestions of things you can start collecting and people telling their stories about what they collect. Like this text that says, I collect shoes, especially old basketball shoes. What do you think about that, Lisa?
I'm good. I only need one pair of sneakers. Natasha wrote in saying, I collect studded cups from Starbucks. I'm almost to 40. I even buy from people in other countries. The amount of women that are writing in telling me to start collecting things from Starbucks, like Rachel saying gift cards. It's true. Always having Starbucks gift cards is a blessing. Like, you're always the one that's like, let's go. It's on me.
The only thing I collect from Starbucks is calories. Because I'm just chugging that sugar. Hot sugar juice.
You're like, this is a coffee. And everyone's like, that's a milkshake. And you're like, yeah, but there's a shot of coffee in it.
I used to collect soccer jerseys, and I had probably 10, 12 from different countries. And then that's what I would wear all the time. They just fit me good. And then I did laundry in college, and somebody stole all of them.
What?
Yeah. Because it was like a communal laundromat at the residence, and somebody just ganked all of my soccer jerseys.
Sorry, I'm just confused. You just wore different teams, so you weren't a dedicated fan of one specific soccer team?
Correct. And like I had different country ones, and like if I traveled somewhere, I would get a soccer jersey from that country. Like when I went to Scotland, I got one from there.
Interesting. Sounds hot. TJ wrote in saying Yeti drinkware.
They're nice. Hey. You're being rude.
I'm just fucking you. Jules says, I collect Betty Boop stuff. I don't know why. I love it so much.
I like that.
Cute. See, this is just going to show that I don't have a personality because I don't collect anything. In fact, I'm a minimalist. I like to throw things out. I like empty shelves.
Rick says, I collect phone numbers. Okay, Rick.
Ooh, Rick.
This text says my toenail clippings. That's a little bit weird.
Okay, there are people out there that actually do that, Ryder. You know that, right? Like, I don't think that person's kidding. You can go to somebody's house and they'll have a jar full of their own skin.
Nasty. My brother's friend had a collection, and I really liked it. It's anytime you'd go to see him, you had to bring him 2 different beers, like the same. And he'd drink one, and then he'd put one up on his wall. So he had tried every beer that he was collecting, and his basement was just packed with all these different kinds of beers that you'd never heard of.
Shane says to not tell people that you collect stuff because if that's what you do, that's all you're going to get as gifts for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's
which
the
is
point.
A really good. Yeah, but you got to be really serious about it, says Shane. And I don't really feel that passionate about really anything. Cindy says we collect shot glasses and magnets from places we visit. Here's my thoughts on people that collect shot glasses. I think that's great. And it's really cool to be able to brag and like show and remember places that you've been. But every time I go to somebody's house and they give me a shot, for some reason, I get the massive one from Mexico that fits 4 ounces in it. And everybody stares at me waiting for me to guzzle back this tequila.
And then all of a sudden you're drunk and naked on the neighbor's lawn and everybody hates you.
Yeah, everybody hates me.
Yeah, that happened. Strange injuries. This after a kid sprayed Axe body spray on his nipples, and then one of his friends flicked them, and his nipples fell off. This is a viral story that is circulating the world. And then as I looked it up, apparently people were doing this back in 2007. So, like, he knew that it was going to happen. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? How are you going to feed your baby?
I used to work at a hair salon, and the owner's husband came in one day, and he had his arm all in a sling and, like, strapped to his body. And I like, what did you do? Like, are you okay? What's going on? And he had dislocated his shoulder when he opened the freezer, and a box of popsicles came sliding out, and he tried to catch it, like, between his shoulder and his neck. And he literally dislocated his shoulder and was, like, out for weeks.
At least he was close to the ice pack.
Exactly. I said, did you at least have a popsicle? And he said, hell yes, he did.
Well, good for him. 780-784-7107. What do you got?
About a year or two ago, I was steaming my shirt that obviously I was going to wear. So I didn't have my shirt on, and I dropped the steamer, and I just instinctively went to go grab it. And now I have like a row of 5 burn circles on my stomach that are scars.
Oh, no, because it was still just shooting up that steam.
Yeah, so it looks like, I don't know, I was abducted by aliens or something.
You actually have another nipple story for me. Fire away.
So I was in university, and I had to print off my notes, but I forgot about it. So I got out of bed, and I was sleeping naked, and I went and printed them off. And when I emphatically ripped them off the printer, I paper cut my nipple.
Yikes. That sounds really, really painful. Was it as bad as you thought it would be?
Yeah, it was my nipple.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Like, I just wanted to know if, like, by chance it didn't hurt as much as you thought, or... No, it was bad,
No,
hey?
it did. I was like, oh my God, how do I do this? Print paper with clothes on.
Every time I've ever gotten a paper cut, I'm surprised with how painful they are.
Well, the only good thing is I didn't have to put any alcohol on it.
There was already champagne on there from the night before, or what?
No, I mean, I didn't have to wash them with my hands.
Thank you for the call.
Bye.
Play 107.
They had a study that is saying that drinking red wine can actually help prevent you from getting COVID.
Oh, no. Nope.
Why do you say that?
This is a faulty study. One of my friends drinks like a bathtub full of red wine every night, and she's had COVID twice.
No. You should send that in to the people that did the study. But, like...
Yeah, where did you find this study? Like, what's the website?
JacksonTriggs.com.
Coppermoon.ca. Drink our product.
Yeah. No, but, like, they actually broke this down, and they had 500,000 people who were subjected to being around COVID, 17,000 of which tested positive, and 17% of a lesser risk if you drink 5 or more glasses of red wine a week. That's a decent amount of wine, too. Like, doctors will not be thrilled with this study.
We just got a text from Sarah saying the University of Lethbridge did a study last year that high CBD, low THC strains of weed can help prevent COVID. No joke.
All right, so pretty much enjoy getting banged up.
Just party. Keep partying. Even though you got to kind of do it by yourself.
Check that calendar, Lise.
What? What calendar?
Well, just any calendar. Just check the date.
Today is January 25th.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. 11 months until Christmas.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, it's a week until your birthday, Lisa, or it's 3 weeks till Valentine's Day,
No.
everyone. Don't forget to book your rezos.
11 months until Christmas. So I thought we should celebrate.
We don't want that.
Well, I think everybody would want that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the song. If the phone rings and somebody wants it to stop at 780-784-7107, I'll stop it. But I think we're all in the holiday spirit. And we all
We're
want
just
to...
a hop, skip, and jump away from summer.
No. Oh, we got a call here. They probably want me to keep playing it. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
What the heck is wrong with you, man?
Well, it's only 11 months until Christmas.
I don't care if it's freaking the day after Christmas. You don't play the song anymore.
Okay, your phone's breaking up a bit there. I didn't catch her vibe, Lisa. Did she want me to stop playing the song?
I think so, yes.
Oh, well, I better take another call just in case here. Oh, that person hung up. See, they want it. Crank it up. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Cassie. You
Hi.
need to stop.
We need to stop it?
Yes.
It's a jam.
Oh, no.
Okay, we'll stop it, I guess. It's like you guys don't even care that it's 11 months until Christmas.
It's very interesting because a lot of the text line loved it.
See?
Play 107.
So I saw something over the weekend, and I didn't know whether I wanted to applaud or be appalled. I was at a convenience store, and the lady in front of me had a hot dog. Respect.
Honestly.
Love me some gas station hot dogs, especially. Just a quick little tip before I get into what she did with the hot dog. Fire away and get yourself some of the chili from the chili machine and the cheese from the same machine and put that on your dog.
And
that's what it's there
add
for.
Add a taquito to your dog.
Ooh. See, I get the chili and cheese in a ramekin, and then I'll dip my taquitos in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time eating at gas stations. Big drinker. Anyway, so this lady in front of me getting a hot dog at 11 a.m., mind you, at a gas station.
Hey, when you go into a 7-Eleven, you don't check the watch, okay?
Okay. Here's what she did that I found a little disturbing is she set her hot dog, like raw dogged it, right on the counter while she was paying for it. So like it had the bun. It didn't have the little paper thing under the bun though. So she just went straight bun to like the cover of the scratch and wins that everybody touches to point which one they want. So
yeah,
like,
it's got all the fingerprints on it. Here's the thing. The bun is pretty much a container, so I can understand how there could be a bit of confusion there.
Yeah. Like it's a vessel for the wiener. I get that. But it's also
I don't think
like
we can judge anything that happens in a 7-Eleven. Like you said, how you were like, she got a hot dog at 11. It's like, yeah, that's a perfectly reasonable time. I get migraines, and something that helps me is a Pepsi Slurpee. And sometimes I have to grab one on my way to work, which is at 4:45 a.m. And no judgies allowed.
Just a little bit. Anyway, it was so nasty that I saw fingerprints on the bun that weren't hers.
No, you didn't.
But I brought this up on my social media, and a lot of people were defending the actions and saying, don't worry, if she eats hot dogs at gas stations, she's going to be fine. Like, her immune system is...
People call them wizard fingers because if they've been, like, on the rotator long enough, they start to wrinkle up. And then they look like Dumbledore's fingers. Still delicious, though.
This text says, we all touch the same gas pump and then get in our cars and touch our phones that we put up to our face. Her immune system is probably amazing.
I actually have a sweet flex. I think that even though I have COVID right now, let's just pretend that's not a thing. I do think that I have a very strong immune system otherwise, because I used to bartend and I would grab drinks like from the top and throw them in the dishwasher and then go to the back and eat French fries.
Yeah, you're touching a lot of germs doing that.
Lots of germs. Yeah.
I think we all used to do things that were more disgusting. We're all a little bit more aware of, not wanting to get sick.
But not the hot dog chick at 7-Eleven.
No, she didn't care. And that's why I said, I didn't know whether I wanted to applaud her for, her just 0 F's given, or if I wanted to,
be appalled, which, by the way, are both very similar when it comes to spelling. So that was impressive when you
started with that. Thank you.
Yeah.
We wanted to ask you, what's the most disgusting thing you've seen in public lately? You had a story from when you used to work at a car dealership, Lisa.
Yeah, on Saturdays, we like if you work at a car dealership, you know this, that you try and get more people through the door. And how you do that is you offer free food. It honestly works. And so we had a chocolate fountain, and I witnessed this little girl. She looked like she was maybe 4, and she was wearing those dollar store, Walmart gloves, the thinner ones.
Mini gloves.
The mini gloves, and she just shoved her hand underneath this chocolate fountain, and it got covered in chocolate, and then she sucked on it and then put it back in. And I was like, wow, that girl is living her best life. I actually wonder what she's doing right now, because that was 12 years ago.
Yeah. I hope she's listening. She's like, that was me, and I'm doing great.
It's probably the girl that was getting a hot dog at 7-Eleven.
Brought up a story I saw from the weekend where a lady set her hot dog directly on the counter while paying for it with no like paper cover underneath. Just right on there. And when she lifted it off, I could see the fingerprints come with it from people that had touched the counter. We're asking you the grossest thing you've seen in public. Andy hit us up and said, I can top that story. I had the wiener fall out of the bun at the movie theater, and I picked it up off the ground and then put it back in the bun and ate it. And like, for some reason, that one grosses me out less. I don't know if I assume in my mind that there are less germs on shoes. There's more dirt and probably like hair and old popcorn pieces or whatever. But it feels to me like there's less germs. I don't know why, but I feel like I would have done the same thing. Plus, would you wipe the hot dog off a bit, like on your shirt or something, and jam her back in the bun? I don't know.
Okay, so I have like the grossest story ever.
Okay.
And this, keeping in mind, I'm a mother of two. I was working at a sandwich place in town, and we have like junior high school kids that come in all the time, and this was like 20 years ago. So they would always take the gum out of their mouth and put it underneath the counter. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, a couple times a week, you'd have to go and scrape underneath the table, scrape underneath the counter, get all the old gum off. Well, this hadn't been done yet. And this mom came in with these two little girls, probably like about 6 and 8, and they were sisters. And all of a sudden, the mom's ordering the sandwiches and getting them organized, and the kids are underneath the counter. And before you know it, they're chewing on gum.
Both of them.
And both of them. And the mom's like, where did you get that? And they're like, under here.
Oh.
And the mom lost her mind. And the one daughter, or the one sister, she's like, what's mom so mad at? The other one shrugs. She's like, I don't know. What?
That is nasty.
That is nasty.
Play 107.
Came across a pretty wild story about a woman who looks like she's going to face jail time for this. She tried to buy another woman's baby in line at checkout in Walmart. She offered $500,000 for this lady's baby. And she's like, no, I'm not selling my son. And then she left the store and was just going to leave it at that. But then the lady followed her out and like doubled down saying, I really want to buy your child. So strange and frightening and weird. But at least the amount of money that was offered wasn't offensive. You know, like if it would have been $12,000 or something, you'd be like, that's all you think? This baby's worth $500,000. You know, that's a pretty good offer.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.